What is up, guys? So, in honor of production on Season 4 of Better Call Saul officially starting, for this video I thought it'd be really cool to talk about the possibility of Jesse Pinkman making a cameo appearance in Season 4. Okay, real quick before I start this video, I just wanted to thank all the people who have subscribed to my YouTube channel and who are watching my videos. I really appreciate it. I've really enjoyed making these videos about TV shows, and I'm really glad people are enjoying watching them. Alright, let's talk about Pinkman. So, Season 3 of Better Call Saul takes place in the year 2003. This is revealed to us in the 8th episode of Season 3 entitled Slip by the check Kim writes to Howard to repay her law school loans, which Howard then rips up in dramatic fashion following an intense confrontation between Kim and Howard. Jesse Pinkman was apparently born in 1984. We can infer this when it's revealed to us that Jesse is 25 years old in Season 4 of Breaking Bad in the episode entitled Crawl Space, when Dr. Barry Goodman tells Jesse details regarding his medical history. During this conversation between Jesse and Dr. Goodman, it's also revealed to us that Jesse is 25 years old. So, with the episode Crawl Space taking place in 2009 when Jesse is 25 years old, this would mean that Jesse was born in 1984. So with all this being said, during Season 3 of Better Call Saul in the year 2003, Jesse would be between 18 and 19 years old. So if Jesse Pinkman made an appearance in Season 4 of Better Call Saul, he would have to be a teenager. While it would be really interesting in my opinion to see the 38-year-old Aaron Paul play a teenage Jesse Pinkman, at the same time I feel like this would come with some artistic challenges. Nonetheless, I still think it would be really cool to see a teenage Jesse Pinkman in Better Call Saul. We met Jesse Pinkman as an immature 24-year-old at the start of Breaking Bad, so I could not even imagine what an 18 or 19-year-old Jesse Pinkman would act like and what his personality would be. I personally find it much more likely that we see a rapid advancement in the timeline of Better Call Saul during or after Season 4 of at least a couple of years before we see the character Jesse Pinkman make an appearance. The timeline of Better Call Saul is really important to the various storylines and plots of Better Call Saul moving forward in Season 4. The pilot episode of Breaking Bad takes place in 2008, and this is also the year Walter White meets Saul Goodman in the episode entitled Better Call Saul in Season 2 of Breaking Bad. So there are 5 years in between when Season 3 of Better Call Saul ended and when Saul Goodman first meets Walter White. In my opinion, it's very likely that Saul had set up his law practice, which we see in Breaking Bad, at least a couple of years before he meets Walter White. Through the first 3 seasons of Better Call Saul, we have no information regarding what year Saul first opened up his law practice we saw in Breaking Bad, or what year he changed his name from Jimmy McGill to Saul Goodman. So this is looking like information that will start to be revealed to us moving forward in Season 4 of Better Call Saul. The reason for me going into so much detail regarding when Saul opened up his law practice is that, in my opinion, this is a potential storyline to bring back Jesse Pinkman into the plot of Better Call Saul. In Season 2 of Breaking Bad, in the episode entitled Better Call Saul, Walt and Jesse go to Saul's office to discuss the details regarding Badger being arrested. In the parking lot of Saul's office, Walt has some reservations about Badger hiring Saul Goodman as his attorney. Here Jesse states that Saul is the attorney that he would hire if he ever needed one, and then tells Walt an anecdote regarding Saul and Emilio.
This is the guy I'd hire.
Oh, it's the guy you'd hire.
Look, you remember Emilio? Okay, this dude got Emilio off like twice. Okay, both times they had him dead to rights, yo, and then poof. Dude's like Houdini.
In my opinion, this anecdote Jesse tells to Walt is a really good opportunity to bring Jesse into the plot of Better Call Saul once the plot progresses. As we know from the dialogue in Season 1 of Breaking Bad in the episode entitled Crazy Handful of Nothing, Jesse and Emilio have known each other since they were very young.
Okay, you just don't understand the way it works. You can't just bum rush some high-level Iceman and start cutting deals. Okay, it's risky. You need an intro. You need someone to vouch.
Well, who introduced you to Crazy 8?
Emilio, that's only because I knew him from like 3rd grade, and we can't talk to Emilio either because,
All right.
So, this dialogue, along with the fact that we know Jesse and Emilio have manufactured meth together in the past, makes it an ideal and organic way to potentially introduce Jesse, as well as even Emilio, into the plot of Better Call Saul. However, it's also possible that the writers decide to just add Emilio into the storyline with Saul representing him, and not include Jesse into this plot. As I've talked about in many of my previous videos, we've seen many characters from Breaking Bad make cameo appearances in Better Call Saul so far. With the rapid pace of characters being reintroduced into the plot of Better Call Saul, I think that it's very likely that we see at least Emilio make a cameo appearance. However, at the same time, we've yet to see many of the major characters from Breaking Bad appear in Better Call Saul so far. Some people have claimed that Hank Schrader's voice has already made a cameo appearance in Season 3 of Better Call Saul in the episode entitled Sabrosito, when Mike is surveilling the DEA raiding Hector's ice cream store. There is a voice in this scene that does sound quite familiar to Hank's voice, but this has not been officially confirmed. What I find really interesting about this theory is the fact that the writers of Better Call Saul chose not to have Hank officially appear in this scene. In theory, this scene would have been a perfect opportunity to bring Hank into the plot of Better Call Saul in a natural and unforced way. It's safe to assume Hank was working for the DEA in Albuquerque in 2003 and would have possibly taken part in this raid at Hector's ice cream store. Additionally, this could have been a great opportunity to bring Steve Gomez into the plot of Better Call Saul as well. In my opinion, I feel the reason the writers chose not to add Hank or even Steve Gomez into this episode Sabrosito is the fact that their appearances might have taken away from the drama of the plot of this episode. The writers might have felt that putting Hank into this episode would have taken away from the plot and character development that took place in this episode and could have caused the audience to focus more on the cameo appearance by Hank. It seems to me that while the writers appear to want to introduce as many characters from Breaking Bad as possible into Better Call Saul, this is apparent by the many characters we've already seen. At the same time, it seems that the writers are waiting to bring back major characters such as Walt, Jesse, and Hank into the storyline of Better Call Saul. This could be so the show continues to build the suspense for the return of these characters, which many fans of Breaking Bad are expecting and anticipating before the conclusion of Better Call Saul. So, with all this being said, while we may in fact see Jesse Pinkman appear in Better Call Saul at some point, I think we might have to wait until after Season 4. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching this video. If you like this video, make sure to check out the other Better Call Saul and Breaking Bad videos on my channel. My name is Anton Jackson. Thanks again for watching.